Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Solomon Irama about Swagger dropping October 29th on AppleTV+. Solomon, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me, man.
It's an exciting time. I mean, we're going to get into the show, which is fantastic. For you, acting, storytelling, when did that all kind of start for you?
I think it all started when my mom wanted me to get into it because she was an actor and she definitely saw that it was a great industry and there's a lot of no matter who you are, I feel like acting is very broad. There's always going to be something out there for you, some work. No matter what level you're doing, whether it's just commercials or short films or what have you. It's probably my mom. And I started when I was my mom really put me into it and auditioned me for her agent and everything when I was about maybe 7.
Yeah.
7, 8. And I really just started doing TV commercials and smaller things like that. And I worked my way up. I worked my way up the ladder. So
yeah. Absolutely. And here we are. You're playing Phil on Swagger, which is dropping on Apple TV+. And it's interesting, because for one, the show is about basketball. It's about a basketball team. Mm-hmm. If you look at the other spectrum of things, it's not about basketball. It's about things bigger than basketball. Did you notice that as well when you're reading the script for this? Did you know what you signed up for? Basketball's there, but this show tackles so many issues, man.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely told it how it is. It's definitely going to get a lot of people to watch the show, just because they love basketball, of course. But it definitely shows all the life aspects of a lot more than anyone who does anything, right? Everyone goes through things. Everyone has hard times in life. But I guess this really just shows you what I guess a lot of, or particularly what Swagger shows you is what a lot of African Americans go through.
Yes.
In the DMV area.
Yeah.
But specifically in the basketball scene, but it's definitely a lot broader than just basketball,
No, for sure. And the thing is, it's kind of hard to do an interview like this because, I've seen it, you shot it and everything, so we kind of both know what happens, but we don't want to give too much away type thing. It's always hard doing these interviews, Solomon, to be honest with you. I have not, but I'm going to tell you this too. With me doing interviews and everything, I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of movies, right? That goes with the territory.
I love movies.
I haven't watched a show like Swagger in a while that tackles so many issues. It's not like they're tackling one issues. Different episodes, certain issues are the focal point more, but it tackles so many things. It's packed. They put everything in there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's honestly crazy, man. When I was watching it, right? I was holy, I was really thinking to myself, I'm there's even movie wise, there's nothing I've ever seen like it.
Yeah, I know. It's a huge thing. Phil, your character, I was telling you before we started. I mean, people are gonna get to know Phil, once they watch the seasons. This character, the arc of this character. I mean, what was it like playing Phil? And what did you kind of do preparation wise with this character? Very dynamic character. A lot happening with Phil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely a lot happening with Phil, with his home life, especially because his mom's going through some things, and his dad going through some things. I'm trying not to spoil it too much.
Yeah, I know. That was a good transition. There's a lot of issues at home with Phil. There's a lot. There's a lot happening.
Definitely, and it really shows. It definitely really starts where you just know a little bit about what's going on, and then it really escalates until to a breaking point, you could really say,
Yeah, and the thing what's interesting about it too, Solomon, is the transition and transformation of Phil, where it's it's a realistic situation. He's got a lot happening. He plays basketball a lot. That's a big part of his life when he's not at home. He's surrounded by players. He's surrounded by his friends. He's gonna act and maybe take things out on them because that's who he's around, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happens. But there's this understanding. I feel like people understand where Phil is coming from, and like and like his team Swagger, who you're gonna meet, you know, everyone's there. You're all brothers, like you say in the show. Like, you're all there for each other.
Yeah, it's like a brotherhood. It's a family, you know. It's definitely a place where, like, despite whatever's going on, it's like that in real life for me too. Even if I'm stressed out, you know, I go to a basketball practice, play some good basketball with my friends, and I feel a lot better after. Really the same thing in Swagger. It's really a brotherhood, and definitely just to get on that court, like, deals with things off the court.
Oh, absolutely. So I do need to ask, in terms of auditioning for this and the requirements, was like when they were like looking for people to play on the team, like for Swagger, was playing basketball or having like a background in basketball, was that like a prerequisite at all? Like, was that part of it a little bit? Like,
yeah, definitely. On top of doing the auditions and everything, like even before they did a callback and just wanted me to like get like a video together of me just like shooting around. They wanted like some videos of me playing school team and a little bit of me playing. I think I may have sent them a little bit of me playing club. It was mainly just school though. And
so this is a dream come true for you and a lot of the cast, right? Who played basketball, to be on a show about basketball.
yeah, definitely, of course, right? So,
oh yeah. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but some of the cast actually never even played basketball. Like some of them, the guy who plays Musa, Caleel, he never played ball before. Who else? No, when I try to like have it come to mind, it's really only him. But like there's a few others I think. Or no, James played basketball too. The one who played Drew, he played basketball too, but. But like, Caleel didn't play basketball, but we made him a basketball player, all right?
So I know you guys had the premiere recently, and you know, did you guys have a chance to like talk and realize like when the episodes got played and stuff that like a lot of like this is an ensemble cast, this amazing ensemble cast. Everyone kind of has their storylines, even if they're not kind of series regulars. Like everyone's got stuff going on. Did you guys like ever talk about that everyone's kind of got their moments in certain episodes where it's their time to shine, so to speak, in terms of there's a lot happening with their storylines?
Yeah, definitely. I really think they did a good job of really evening it out and really giving everybody their moments and their ups and downs, you know, and trying to make it equal, because I feel like that's really a part of the series that makes it super fun to watch, because it's not really just one character getting a lot of spotlight. Like it makes it really kind of goes back and forth and has you eager to watch the next episode, you know?
Oh, absolutely. I do want to also ask, you know, O'Shea Jackson Jr. plays Coach Ike. What was it like specifically working with O'Shea?
O'Shea, man, he's such a funny guy. Man, he's so funny, bro. He's really good, because he snaps right into it when we're filming the scene, you know, because he'll be joking and be laughing like between takes and stuff, and when it's time to do a scene, serious, and that's how it's got to be. It's got to take your work serious, you know.
Oh, 100%.
But yeah, he's a really great guy to work with. Lots of experience, I feel like.
They're gonna get to know Phil. There's a little bit of kind of the villain kind of aspect of it when they first meet him, where he's kind of going through a lot and he's kind of rough around the edges and not the nicest to certain people. Did it interest you, though, to see the arc of Phil specifically and the growth that he had in one season? I mean, one can make an argument they're going to watch the whole season. We're not going to go into spoilers. There's big-time character growth with Phil in Swagger. Yeah, it's crazy.
Definitely, yeah. It's crazy. You really see him. Yeah, you're right. When they introduce him, it's more of that villain persona.
Well, you have that feeling though, because they really focus on him a lot in certain things and everything. Like, you have the feeling that it's like this character is gonna kind of be important. Like there's kind of like this. You kind of feel it. You kind of feel the importance of Phil early on. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely feel that, even though. I feel like that's what kind of draws you to him. Right? It sort of gives you their attention to be like, oh, okay, like this is what he's doing, but then they're also showing you his softer side now, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gives you different aspects, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, and it's one of those things where we're not going to go into spoilers, right? But like we both seen the show and everything. There's some really tough subject matter in this show. There are some things that are going to hit very hard. There are some episodes that are gonna be very emotional to watch.
Yeah.
What was it like? Because it's an interesting situation because you guys have the scripts and you're reading it and you know kind of what to expect, but like, I'm sure it still caught you all by surprise how emotional a lot of those scenes were to shoot, right? Even though you knew what was going to happen. Like, what was that like?
It was crazy, man. It was definitely had to really know how to get to that place and grab that inner emotion.
Yep.
And really just really deal with it no matter really how heavy whatever it was that we were doing was, right? Because it was like it was because you go from doing a real fluffy scene to all of a sudden, man, it's hard to talk about it without spoiling it.
Yeah, I know, but you're doing a good job.
Yeah, but it's hard to really go from just a fluffy scene and then all of a sudden it's so intense and it's and I'm visiting someone who's facing incarceration or I'm just doing something that's the complete opposite. But I really feel like that's why Swagger is great though, because it really has the best of both worlds, especially in terms of a drama series.
Yep.
Like it has like the action, the basketball, and then it has a lot of funny moments.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But it also has a lot of meaningful moments.
But it's just like, and that's the thing, man. Like, I have to tell you, like, I love the show. And, one of the point of like Popternative is to kind of have people come on the show. And I want to talk about things I like. And I want to also talk about things that people might not know about. But because of Popternative, they know about it. So I want people to watch Swagger. I'm telling people they got to watch Swagger when it drops on Apple TV Plus. It is one of the most important shows out there. It's going to hit so hard. Yeah. And it's important. And Solomon, I want to thank you so much for coming on Popternative. I really enjoyed chatting with you, man.
Thank you so much, bro. This was great, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So
thank you guys so much for having me.
No, anytime. It's gonna come out on Apple TV Plus October 29th. They're gonna be able to see it. Where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
You can follow me on my public social media, Solomon Irama Official.
Yep.
On Instagram. And follow me on there. I'll be posting. I'll be keeping people updated.
Yeah, absolutely.
How things are coming out and everything like that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this has been Popturn. YouTube.com/Popturn for previous episodes. You're going to be able to catch Solomon Irama as Phil in Swagger, dropping on Apple TV Plus October 29th. Until next time, this is Solomon and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.